Welcome to another episode on our channel. We're continuing on with World War I, but this time it's in relationship to a movie that came out in 2005 called Joyeux Noël. It was produced by a Frenchman and, like I said, made many years ago, 2005. It's a heartwarming story that's fictionalized accounts of real events. So the three central characters are three lieutenants, one from the United Kingdom, a Scotsman, one from France, and one from Germany. And the whole theme of the movie is when you get to know people, it's harder to fight them. Most people believed the war would be done quickly, and it wasn't. And by Christmas time of 1914, there were a lot of trenches, miles of trenches between countries and so forth. And trench warfare was the thing. And people would die in between trenches and charges and that sort of thing. But people were getting tired of fighting. 1914, that's when the war started. It was becoming evident to people that the war was not going to end anytime soon. And when Christmas came around, there was a lot of, I guess, people were thinking of home, and they were homesick. And at night, there was the night of Christmas Eve, there was singing from various trenches. And this happened across miles and miles of trenches in different places. It seemed to have been a thing. Not to say that it happened every place, because there were fights that did take place on Christmas, and people did die on Christmas, but it seemed to be not uncommon for some sort of, I guess, immediate truce that occurred between the commanding officers that were in the trenches. And usually the theme that created that kind of atmosphere was the singing that took place. People would start singing Christmas songs, and then you would have the other side sing another song, and sometimes they would accompany the songs together, and then there would be hesitant maneuvers to kind of come out without your arms and, exchange food and cigarettes and other trinkets and stuff like that. And people would start to get to know each other. And then the ceasefire that was meant for Christmas actually extended forward. People would shoot over other people's heads instead of at them, type of thing. So this was a story of people getting to know each other and having this desire to not fight. So this was the Scotsman, Lieutenant Gordon. And what I didn't know, well, I probably knew it at one time, just forgot about it, was that there was a lot of marrying between countries that took place. So in 1914, Wilhelm II, the Kaiser of Germany, was actually the grandson of Queen Victoria. And Nicholas II of Russia and Wilhelm II of Germany were actually cousins. That was kind of something that was done back in Europe to kind of maintain peace. And yet, even with these ties biologically to each other, war still broke out, with the original players being, of course, Austria-Hungary, Serbia, Russia, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. So this is our representative from Scotland. And what we'll do is we'll pause and do our thing of kind of starting at his feet, going all the way up to the top of his head. And then we'll take a break and then get side-to-side photos of him from his hands on up, and then get some close details of the head sculpt. So we'll be right back. So you're not going to see weapons or accessories or anything like that, but the brown boots are accurate. I think I got the shading of the pants and the jacket wrong. In some photos, it looked quite brown to me, and then other photos, now that I'm looking at the pictures that are available, it's obvious it's green, kind of an olive drab green. He does have a green shirt and a necktie in the movie. He has this hat in the movie. And the head sculpt, this is the closest I could get to that particular head. Put a mustache on him to get him even closer still. I think it came out pretty good. But now that I see what he's dressed in some of the photographs available on the internet, I'm disappointed I didn't get the jacket and the pants right. It should be a shade of green, OD green. So we'll pause now and get some tighter close-ups from his hands on up, side to side. So I am disappointed that I didn't get the green, the OD green, and put brown on him, but that's kind of what I thought he was wearing at first. This is some time ago when I made him. So this is a custom figure. And I did the best I could, but apparently I missed the color completely. In terms of the jacket and the pants, that is. The shirt's good, the necktie is good, the hat is perfect, and the head sculpt is pretty darn good in terms of a custom look for the actor who played Lieutenant Gordon. So we'll pause now and get some closer views of his head sculpt. So here he is. We'll just go side to side. And I'm not sure where I got the hat, but I think it might be a Hasbro hat of some form. I think I might have gotten it from Cotswold Collectibles. I want to say Cotsworld, but there's no R in it. Cotswold Collectibles. So there you go. So the movie is Joyeux Noël, and if you have not seen this movie, you need to see this movie. It's an excellent movie. It's one of those poignant but feel-good movies at the same time. One that you can watch again and again and again and remind you of the humanity of people that is sometimes lost in war. You know, when you're led to believe that you're fighting for a good cause and the other person is totally the enemy, and there are atrocities that take place and, you know, killing and so forth, and this was an example of where people actually, once they got to know each other, they didn't want to fight each other. So the only disappointment with this figure that I have is that I must have seen a photograph of the Scotsman and it looked like it was a brown uniform, when the reality is I can see very clearly now, most of the photographs, it's clearly OD green. So we'll have to fix that. But I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.